my name's Dorothy Power. I'm a piano and voice teacher. I'm doing a set of 3 videos on how to breathe. So the first video was on the diaphragm breath. That's a really common breath. It's taught in choirs and taught in voice lessons by teachers everywhere. And the second video is on the pelvic floor. The pelvic floor is how you initiate the breath. So if you haven't watched video 1 and video 2, please watch those before you watch this one. But this third video is on the intercostal muscles. Once you've got your diaphragm breath down and you're initiating your breath from the pelvic floor, then you're ready to bring in the rest of your muscles of your back and your intercostal muscles, and to re-include breathing into your chest cavity. Because in the first video with your diaphragm breath, you kind of really focused on not moving your chest and not just moving below the waist with your diaphragm breath. But the chest cavity is a huge part of your air capacity, so you need to reincorporate it back into your breath. Hopefully now you've got your diaphragm breath going and you're initiating it from your pelvic floor. But as you're inhaling, you need to also fill up your lower back and engage those muscles. So what I did when I was in college is every night I would think of a different muscle group and just breathe into that part of my body and get to know that set of muscle groups. So I'd say that your lower back is next. You want to, you do a nice diaphragm breath, but as you do a diaphragm breath, you should feel your lower back expand, and you should feel the muscles of your lower back engage. So let's talk about your intercostal muscles. So you have 3 sets of intercostal muscles that run between your rib cage. External intercostals, you use those for inhalation, and your internal intercostals are used for exhalation. So be aware that you have these intercostal muscles between your ribs that are allowing your rib cage to expand on the inhalation, and then they compress on the exhalation. So as you're singing, having a supported breath is trying to keep expanded, sort of fighting against nature a little bit, but you're trying to keep your rib cage expanded on as you're singing on the exhale. So that is a component of having a supported singer's breath, is you're fighting nature. You're trying to keep that your rib cage expanded, but be aware that the internal intercostals are there to compress your rib cage when you exhale. Finally, let's talk about your chest cavity. Your chest cavity is the second largest hollow space in your body. Your chest cavity, or your thoracic cavity. The largest is your abdominal cavity. So you need to reintroduce your chest cavity, filling your chest cavity as a part of your breath. So at first, when you were trying to learn about the diaphragm breath, we made a real point of not filling up your chest cavity. The reason for that is that you were disconnected from using your lower body, your lower half of your body. So we sort of stopped you from doing that chest inhalation so you could really get to know what a diaphragm breath is and introduce your pelvic floor muscles into your breath. But you need to fill up every space in your body. So if you have a good firm hold on what your pelvic floor muscles are and you're doing your diaphragm breath, then you need to reintroduce filling up your chest cavity. And while you're doing that, get to know the muscles of the rest of your back. So you're filling up your chest cavity, and you're also filling up your upper back and your middle back as you do that. As a singer, you need to be in touch with your body. A lot of athletes are very in touch with their body, and often they have a good singer's breath right off the bat. Learning to sing is a long journey. Learning to breathe is a long journey. Make learning to breathe a part of your weekly study. If you've taken an active, full body breath, you are poised and ready to sing with a supported sound. Many vocal problems can be helped immensely if you're breathing in a relaxed and supported way. With an active inhalation, you can help jaw and tongue tension. If you can't resolve these issues, you can at least help them. Good supported singing comes from this dichotomy where you are taking an active breath and your entire body is engaged. The more you use, the more supported you will be, and then keeping that supported, engaged feeling on the exhale. So you're trying to maintain as much expansion as possible and just maintain this expansion while you are singing out, and continue to be hooked into your pelvic floor muscles. Here are a couple exercises to give you a feel of what it's like to feel a support on the exhale, on your singing sound. So there's two sounds. It's the sh sound and the s sound. So you can do exercises like sh, 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 or s, 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 or hold them a longer time. Good thing to do is do them with a vocalise. So let's say your vocalise is. So you'll just imitate singing. So you do that on the sh, or you can do it on the s. You can do any exercise. You can do sh. In that, you're looking for the length of the sh vowel, to imitate kind of not expelling all of your breath at the initiation, sh, but not holding back either, just a good steady sh. And do that with s and do that with sh. What that does, the sh sound, you're expanded when you do that on the exhale. As you're doing the sh sound, your ribs and your rib cage and your lungs stay expanded. That's what that sound does for you. And kind of imitates where you want to be with your singing. So once you do sing with sound, you want that same feeling of expansion on the exhale. If you would like to look at my website, it's www.dorothybauerpianovoice.com. I've got an article there on breathing. You can download it if you like. And please subscribe to my channel if you care to. And thanks for joining me. Good luck in your singing.